In this video, we're going to look at how to find a trigonometric equation from the graph. Okay, there are usually two ways we write our trigonometric equations, usually in terms of sine or cosine. So for this one, I'm going to notice that I have the point 0, 0, and if I trace along the given graph, that would make a sine. So the period is 2 pi. The amplitude is 3. Now, the equation of the trigonometric function is y is equal to the amplitude, 3 sine, and what we want here is bx. There is no shift right or left or up or down in this example. The problem is we don't have our b value. We have our period. Well, b is equal to 2 pi over the period. So in this case, b is equal to 2 pi divided by 2 pi, which is 1. And then we need to go ahead and we will simplify our equation. We don't want to see a 1x. So our answer would be y is equal to 3 sine of x. And that's the equation we would want. Now you can write it also in terms of cosine, but we will look at those examples shortly. Okay, here again, if I notice it starts at 0, 0, I know that sine graph starts at 0, my y value, and go up. And it stops here at pi. So again, tracing along. So that tells us our period is pi. Our b value is 2 pi over the period, 2 pi over pi, which gives us a b value of 2. Notice again, the amplitude is 1 for this one, but it's not shifted up or down or right or left. So y is equal amplitude 1 sine of bx, 2x. So your equation is y is equal to sine 2x. Okay, number 3, since we have a choice on the first 3, notice it starts at what would be the amplitude. So in this case, I'm going to use cosine, but it'll be negative because it's reflected over the x-axis. And we're going to go ahead and say that these are 1 unit. So our amplitude is 1. Our period is 2 pi over 3, because we do 2 pi over 3 minus 0, but it's 2 pi over 3. So our b value is 2 pi divided by 2 pi over 3, which is equal to 3. So our formula is y is equal to negative cosine 3x. Again, cosine makes the most sense because we started up at the amplitude. Write the equation of the graph in the form y equals sine parentheses bx plus c. So we want a sine equation. Now, it would be hard to start here. We could and try to shift it, but I feel like that's a little bit difficult to find that point. So you want to pick points that are very clean. And if you notice, if we start here at 0, 0, and I do 1 period, I'm going to go up and come down. My period is pi. I know it's reflected. My amplitude is 3. And there again, there's no right or left shift. So it'd be y is equal to negative 3 sine. Okay, I've not found my b value. So b is equal to 2 pi divided by the period. So in this case, b is equal to 2. So y is equal to negative 3 sine 2x. Here, I'm going to start back here because my sine, they're asking us for sine, and it starts here, and if you notice again, it goes to here. Now, if I look carefully, there are 1, 2, 3 divisions. So each mark count. So the count here is pi over 3. So this is down. This last point is 3 1/3 pi. 3 plus pi over 3. And your initial count there is negative 2 pi over 3. So we're going to take 3 1/3 pi minus 2 over 3 pi. We get 3 times 3 is 9, 10 pi, and that was a negative here, over 3 plus 2 pi over 3, giving us 12 pi over 3, or 4 pi. So our period is the x2 minus x1, the distance between your x values. So my b is 2 pi over 4 pi, which is 1/2. So I now have y is equal to, my amplitude is 2, and it's going to be 2 sine, and we're going to do 1/2 parentheses x plus 2 pi over 3. Now, if you notice, this to me is the easier form to use. I prefer this form, but the directions say write as a sine parentheses bx plus c. So we will distribute the 1/2. So we have 2 sine of 1/2 x plus pi over 3. Those equations are equivalent, and that would give it the answer in the correct form. Okay. Now, let's look at cosine. Write the equation of the graph in the form y equals a cosine bx plus c. So remember, cosine starts at 1. And we have an option. We can either start here at 0, -1, and make that an upside down cosine. Or if I back it up and I look at this. So again, we have pi. If you notice, there are 3 marks. 2 pi over 6, that negative 2 pi over 6 is equivalent to negative pi over 3. So we would do, to find our period, we're going to go pi over 3, which is this right here. That point is 1 pi over 3. Here's 2 pi over 3. 3 pi over 3 or pi. Pi over 3 minus negative 2 pi over 6, or pi over 3. And that's going to give us 2 pi over 3. That's our period. Okay, our b value is 2 pi divided by 2 pi over 3, which is 3. Okay, your amplitude is 1. And so we're going to write this as y is equal to 1, and we will simplify this, cosine of b, 3x plus, because it'd be a minus minus, 2 pi over 6. We're going to go ahead and simplify that to pi over 3. So if you distribute, the 1 times cosine is just cosine. So we have cosine 3 parentheses 3x plus pi. And that would be the equation of the line. All right, number 7. We could shift it back here. And notice that it goes to here. So our period is equal to 5 pi minus a negative pi, which is 6 pi. That's our period. Now, to write our equation, we need b. b is equal to 2 pi divided by the period, which is 1/3. Your amplitude is 2. It starts up, so it will be positive. So y is equal to 2 cosine your b value, which is 1/3 times x minus a negative pi. And the one above, I just changed the sign. Minus minus is a plus. So we have 2 cosine of 1/3 times x plus pi. And then again, distributing in the 1/3, y is equal to 2 cosine of 1/3 x plus pi over 3. So we're going to make sure that we find the amplitude, the period, so we can find the b value. And then any transformations, right or left, or up or down. Okay, so have a good day.